This right here
AyeQ!
is crazy.
AyeQ!
This is what, yo, imagine him being in a hospital trying to deal with, and the baby's coming out. Fellas, again, focus on yourself. That's what it is.
What up, YouTube? It's your boy AyeQ back with another reaction video. Today we're gonna do a reaction to this woman right here telling other women why they should date the nice guy. See, the only problem with this, usually when a woman decides that she want a nice guy, is pretty much after she's done getting ran through by the players. That's usually how it goes. And based on the fact like the nice guy is like her last option, then it's like shit, I gotta settle with the nice guy. He's the only sucker that will wife me up. And that's usually how it goes. But maybe in this situation it might be a bit different. Who knows? Let's see.
Date the nice guy. Do you hear me? Date the nice guy. Date the nice guy. Leave them toxic men alone. And let me tell you why. I started dating this guy back in 2023. Met him while I was out minding my business. Was not looking for anybody. Just having a good time with my girls. Met him. Fast forward, we started dating, going out. He was planning dates. When I tell you every week, I was somewhere at least twice a week. Anybody know me on my homebody. But I was living for it. I was glad like I had a man that was stepping up, doing stuff, wasn't asking me where you want to go, what restaurant you like just making plans. Love that.
Nah, that's kind of crazy, bro. Twice a week? Fellas, that's wild, bro. As a man, that's 8 dates a month. What is you doing every day? What, you ain't got nothing to do but to cater to a woman? Taking her on 2 dates a week is wild, bro. That's some sucker shit for real. That's crazy.
3 months into the dating, he actually ended up buying me this ring and asking me to be his girlfriend. Of course, I said yes at the time. I was so excited. I was like, yes. I even told my best friend, told my sister, mama, everybody. I was so excited. But shortly after, I was like, I don't know. He's too nice. We don't argue, blah, blah, blah. It's just too perfect. It's just too much. Too perfect, too perfect. I don't like it. That was a toxic in me that I needed to work on. So I actually ended up cutting things off with him. Fast forward, I started dating other people, going out. And I shortly realized like there was nothing out there for me. The guys I was
Yo, it never fails, bro. It's the same story, fellas. She met some sucker who was taking her on 2 dates per week. Then she got tired of using him. Then it's like, after she was done powering up, she returned back to the streets. Fellas, that's usually how it goes. A bird main objective is to get with a sucker, drain his energy, power up, and return back to the streets. And that's pretty much what she just described. He bought her a ring to ask her to be his girlfriend. And then she said, no, oh, he's too nice. There was no drama. There were no chaos. Birds love chaos, bro. Birds need toxic energy to thrive. That's how they function. If a dude is too good, like everything about him is good, that makes a woman pussy dry, bro. I'm just keeping it real. And look, she returned back to the streets. She stopped messing with the players. They dogged her out. Now she's looking for the nice guy. This is sad.
dating with the same old guys. The same typical guys didn't want to open the door for you. Want to go 50-50 with you on everything. Just guys that did not know how to love or even receive love. And I was over it. I was like, I'm not going for it. I don't want to do it no more. But towards the end of 2024, I was out at a brunch with my friends, and I actually ended up seeing him there. and we end up talking, reconnecting, chit chatting, etc. You know, just having a good time. Not thinking too much of it. Really didn't pursue anything after that, him or me. We kind of would talk here and there, but nothing serious. Fast forward a couple months, maybe like I'm gonna say maybe like 2 months after that, I ended up hitting him up because I was sick, and me and my oldest son was sick, and I had asked him. I said, "Hey, do you mind getting us something to eat, me and the kids, and getting us some medicine? Do you mind?" And he was like, "No, not at all." I was like, "I'll send you the money." He was like, "Okay, cool." So he goes, gets us what we want, gets us medicine, brings it back. I was like, "Hey, how much it was?" He was like, "Don't worry about it," or "I don't remember," something like that. And I was like, "Okay, I see where we're going with this. I see what you're doing." But thank you, I appreciate it. Thank you. So fast forward, next day he ended up texting me, and he was like, "Hey, how are you feeling? How your son feeling?" And I was like, "Well, I still not feeling good. He's not feeling good." And he was like, "Well, I can bring you some vapor rub for your chest." And I was like, "No, you don't have to." And he was like, "No, I want to. I don't mind bringing it. I'm gonna be out. I don't mind." So he brings the vapor rub. When he comes, he gives me a hug, and I'm like, "Oh, you smell good." Like, if you know, you know. I love a man that smells good. But he ended up hugging me. He smells good, and I'm like, "Oh my god, you smell so good." And he was like, "What if I put the smell on a bear?" I left this part out. So he's in the military. So he was actually leaving probably like a week or so after that to get stationed somewhere else. And I was like, "Yeah, that'd be nice," but not thinking too much of it because again, we had literally just really started talking. It wasn't even nothing serious or anything. And he texts me later on that day after he leaves. I go lay down. Texts me, he's like, "Can I drop something by your house? Or can I bring something by or something like that?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." Not even thinking. He shows up with this bear. It actually still smells like him. He sprayed his cologne all over this bear, and it still smells like him. Right now, still smells like him. And it's been
This is sad, bro. You know why? Because the only good thing that she's saying about the nice guy is him spending money on her, him taking her on dates, him buying her flowers, him buying stuff for her and her kids. That's the only benefit a woman have for a nice guy. Besides that, you're useless. Whenever her pussy gets wet, she's going to forget about the nice guy. Here's the thing, right now, she's probably down because, like she said, she left him, returned back to the streets. So she probably ran through a couple of dudes, went crazy, you know what I mean? And then she realized, damn, these dudes ain't trying to cuff. So then she hit up the sucker. "Yo, can you bring me and my kids some stuff?" "Oh, yeah, sure." No, he's back in the picture. This is just crazy. But the sad part about it is after she got done with the dudes in the streets, and I guess she was a little down and out. Now she's gonna use the nice guy to power up. That's all this really is.
been over, I'm gonna say a month or so since he's actually left, or so, and it still smells like him. It smells so good. Oh my god! But I was like, when I tell y'all, I was cheesing so freaking hard, cheesing hard. I was like, oh. So after that, I was like, dang, like I don't want to miss my opportunity. And sometimes you just got to go for what you know. Like you have to go for it, and it's okay. Because in this situation, like even though he pursued me initially, I feel like I kind of pursued him at this point because I'm like, nah, I don't want him to get away from me. Like, nah, this is a good man. It's a good man, Savannah. So we ended up just chatting still, him checking on me days. And so he came over one day to bring me something. We were standing outside on my back patio and we were just talking, chit chatting. And this right
Jeez, every time the man comes over, he gotta bring something. I mean, can he just come over to chill? Yo, that's how you know a woman don't respect you. She's not into you. It's like that's the only way she's gonna show you love is if you buy her something or do something for her. But sexually, like you could tell she's not into this dude.
Hear how I knew, I was like, this is a good man. Like, I already knew he was a good man, but he just keeps amazing me. Like, he keeps doing things, and it's like, this cannot be real. And I was telling him about the next morning I had to get up, take the kids to school, and it was cold outside, and I had to get up and go warm my car up, etc. He was like, I can come over in the morning, warm your car up, no problem. I was like, no, don't do that. Like, it ain't that deep. I get up and warm my car up. It's gonna be early in the morning.
Yo.
He texts me the next morning.
This is crazy.
He's like, good morning, beautiful. I was like, good morning. And he's like, do me a favor. I said, yes. And he said, bring your keys to the door. What? When I tell y'all I was smiling so hard, because what do you mean bring my keys to the door? What are you talking about? Why are you outside? But I'm not going to argue with you. So I go take my keys to the door. He goes up there and warms my car up. Not only did he come over at 6 o'clock that morning to make sure my car was heated before we got in it, because we leave around 6:30ish or so to get them to the bus stop. He stays, waits, heats my car up, comes and brings me my keys back. After he gets my car, he waiting on us to get dressed and ready, because we're not ready. We literally had just woke up. Brings my keys back, and then he leaves. I've never, in my 34 years of living, have ever had a man do that, like, to do that for me, ever. And I've been married before. Never have I ever had that. Never.
Yo, that's so you know she's a bird, bro. Yo, that's so you, fellas. The easiest way to know if a woman is a bird is if she says something like this: I've never had a man treat me this nice. So imagine what she's used to. And the worst thing you could do is try to be that one sucker to be different. I'm gonna be the sucker ass dude to show her how to be righteous, how to be a good woman. I'm gonna give a great treatment. Bro, a bird will always spit on you after you do that, bro. Because she's not used to that. You gotta treat a bird like a bird. That's the only way to deal with a bird. But the worst thing you could do is come through on some good guy shit and think she's gonna appreciate that. At the end, she's gonna always spit in your face. She will always shit on you at the end, bro. And she's talking about a guy that after he bought her a promise ring to ask her to be his girlfriend, she dismissed him because he was too nice. This is the same guy that she's talking about. But all of a sudden, because he's buying me this and buying me that, oh, he's a good guy now, ladies. This is the right guy. I'm telling you all. This is crazy.
I was like, what? Like, yeah. And I knew at that moment that was my man.
I bet.
That was my man. I was like, that is my man.
All right.
From that day forward, I was like, that's mine. And he didn't have to ask me to be his girlfriend again because, baby, I was already claiming him. Do you hear me? He's mine. That's my man. That's going to be my husband. I'm speaking that to existence because I already know it. That's the man that God has for me. The way that man moves and jumps for me and my kids, and not only me and my kids, his kids, is unmatched.
All right, man, look. One man's trash is another man's treasure. That's all it really is. But fellas, it just never fails, bro. This is how a woman sounds when she vouch for the nice guy. She will always put you down because in her mind, she's thinking, oh, this is how I'm going to big up my nice guy by telling the world how much shit he be buying for me. But when she speaks about the player, she's going to be like, oh, that nigga fine. Man, that nigga be doing his thing in the bedroom. Man, that nigga, he's so crazy. He's so wild. Oh, he's sexy. He's so mysterious. That's how they're going to describe the player. Oh, he's fun. I love hanging with him. I always want to be around him. These are the things a woman will say about a player. This is how she's going to describe the player. But when it comes to the nice guy, oh yeah, he be taking me on mad dates. He be taking care of me and my kids. He be supporting me. Sad, bro. Fellas, it's easy to get the pussy, bro. Just don't fall in love. And no matter what they say, bro, nice guys always finish last. And I keep telling you all, as a man, you gotta treat a bird like a bird. A bird will never appreciate a good guy because it's not what she's used to. Like, you can't introduce a bird to new things. She will always resort back to her old ways because a bird gotta change her mindset. So she gotta kill the person who she used to be. And that's why you can't save a bird, bro. This right here is sad.